Here's a fun fact for some of you Blizzard fans out there. Did you know that the Zerg are done by pigs? At least the sound of them is, anyway.
So we lower it in pitch. Then the final product, after some extra embellishment, we end up with something like this.
Say what? What's up, gamers? Welcome to another episode of the Game Strain. This is Wyan here with you. Today we're playing Heroes of the Storm. Concentrating on the patch that just came out this past Tuesday on September 27th. It came with a new character, Zarya, and a new map called Warhead Junction. So we're also going to be talking about some of the other details that came out in the patch that you might want to be aware of. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the new character, Zarya. So let's talk about some of the positive things. She's a really good support character, even though she's a warrior, but she's also good at supporting her teammates with shields. She's able to shield her teammates, and she's also able to shield herself. And when she does that, whenever those shields take damage, she gets a boost for the damage that she does back. But that damage boost doesn't last forever. It goes down. There's a little bar underneath her that replaces her mana bar. She doesn't actually have any mana. She also has great chase down power with her Q ability. She shoots out grenades with her Q ability that has 4 stacks of it on it, actually, so you can just spam it 4 times. She's really great at chasing down those people that love to try and run away. And then she has some really great ultimates that help out mostly in the team fights. I found that she was really great for team fights because her ultimates, she can either draw people all together into one area, or she can push people away. So those are 2 different ultimates that are kind of mirror opposites of each other. I had the most success with the one that sucks people in, just because it's able to set up people for those times that you want to try and get all the AoE damage on the group of people, so they're all grouped up together. There's different times you want to do that. But yeah, I had the most success for grouping people up so that you can really lay the hurt down on like 1 or 2 people or groups of people, as many people as you can catch with it. And then the one that pushes people away is really great for map objectives and other things that you could probably creatively use it for. So yeah. But okay, so now that we've kind of covered that stuff, she didn't really stand out to me, though. There's just other heroes I feel like that have similar abilities to hers that, I don't know, just are a little bit more fun to play. Like if you like chasing people down, I would rather be chasing people down with a character like Thrall or Illidan. If you like the idea that she's a ranged tank, there's also Rexxar. I don't know, she's just not really my favorite. She didn't really stand out. Moving on to the new map, Warhead Junction. It's the second StarCraft-themed map that they've added recently. They added another one called Braxis Holdout on September 13th. But this is the second one that they were coming out with. And it's my personal favorite out of those 2. It allows you to pick up nukes in different areas of the map. Those are the map objectives that appear down the center line of the map, just kind of like always with most map objectives. The timing of this map, in terms of when the little nukes spawn, is pretty similar to a lot of other map objectives, so it's not anything too different. But the ability to pick up the nukes really allows individual players to change the dynamic of the battlefield, which I really like. It's cool because you're able to pick up this nuke, go lay it down, and then really lay the hurt down on the team.
Warhead collection confirmed. Nuclear sighting on.
And after you do that, I mean, it just allows one player to really change what's going on. This map also has a lot of mercenaries, so it's really good for characters that are strong against mercenary camps, like Sonya, Rexxar, Gazlo, characters like that. So that's something to keep in mind. Aesthetically, I also just like it just because I really like StarCraft, and so that's something also that's kind of cool. Okay, but moving on finally to some of the other details in the patch that you might want to know about. Well, they did do a lot of changes. As you can see, the patch notes are just huge. You just have to scroll through them for a while. They did a lot of balance issues with a lot of the different heroes, and I'm not really going to go into that in too much detail. If you want to, you can go to these patch notes and kind of look at the individual heroes that you play some or find yourself going up against a lot. But there's just simply too much here to go into in too much depth. One thing that really did stick out to me, though, is the limitations to the map pool that are going to be applied to all game modes except for custom. That's something you might want to be aware of, because it limits the available maps to Warhead Junction, the new map, Brax's Holdout, Towers of Doom, Dragonshire, and then Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow. So that means that there's not really going to be Blackheart's Bay, Garden Terror, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Infernal Shrines. You're not going to see those coming up. Haunted Mines and Lost Cavern, you don't ever really see those in the first place. But actually, if you didn't know, that Garden Terror is a map that's going to be kind of getting the axe even after the 17th, which is what the patch notes say, that after the 17th, the maps aren't going to be as limited in this pool, that they're going to add some of them back. But I think even after that, Garden Terror isn't going to be returning, because they have gotten a number of complaints that it's just not balanced. So it's a little bit of a shame, because I liked the Garden Terror map personally. But okay, so yeah, just in closing, I like the new character. I really like the new map. So be sure to hop on and play some of those if you haven't. If you've never played Heroes of the Storm before, it's a really great game. It's free. You can actually just download it and start hopping and try it out. So if you'd like to see me do more videos on Heroes of the Storm, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I just launched this channel last week. We're going to be doing 2 videos a week on Monday and Thursday. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you like what I'm doing here. It would really help me out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on the Game Strain.